Merry Christmas, everybody.
Mrs. Obama, Mrs. Robinson, Sasha, Malia, it's great to see you all. Happy holidays. Happy holidays to you, Mr. President.
Happy holidays.
Is it time?
I think it's time for
It's time.
for the big button. Let's do it. Let's count it down, everyone.
I hope everybody's ready. We've got to do the countdown. Starting with 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Merry Christmas, everybody.
We're going to read a story. What do you think we're going to read? 'Twas the night before Christmas.
Yes.
All right, so Rico and I, we're going to take turns this year, okay? You ready?
Ready.
'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the house, not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse.
The stockings were hung by the chimney with care in hopes that St. Nicholas would soon be there.
The children were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads.
And Mama in her kerchief and I in my cap had just settled our brains for a long winter's nap.
When out on the lawn there arose such a clatter, I sprang from the bed to see what was the matter.
Away to the window I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters, and threw up the sash.
The moon on the breast of the new fallen snow gave the luster of midday to objects below, when what to my wondering eyes should appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer.
With a little old driver so lively and quick, I knew in a moment it must be St. Nick.
More rapid than eagles, his coursers they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name.
Now Dancer, now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Donner and Blitzen.
To the top of the porch, to the top of the wall, now dash away, dash away, dash away all.
As dry leaves that before the wild hurricane fly, when they met with an obstacle, mount to the sky.
So up to the housetop the coursers they flew, with the sleigh full of toys, and St. Nicholas too.
And then in a twinkling, I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof.
As I drew in my head and I was turning around, down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound.
He was dressed all in fur from his head to his foot, with his clothes withal tarnished with ashes of soot.
A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his pack.
His eyes, how they twinkled, his dimples, how merry. His cheeks were like roses, his nose was like a cherry.
His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the beard of his chin was as white as the snow.
The stump of his pipe and held tight to his teeth, and the smoke it encircled his head like a reef.
He had a broad face and a little round belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly.
He was chubby and plump and right jolly old elf, and I laughed when I saw him in spite of myself.
A wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread.
He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work, and filled all the stockings, then turned with a jerk.
And laying his finger aside of his nose and giving a nod, up the chimney he rose.
He sprang to his sleigh, to his team gave a whistle. They all flew down of the thistle.
But I heard him exclaim as he drove out of sight, Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night. Yeah, awesome. Way to go.
Merry Christmas, everybody. Michelle told me to be brief because she wants to hear music. Thank you, Secretary Salazar, for that generous introduction and for your dedication to protecting our natural resources. I want to thank Neil Mulholland and the whole National Park Foundation and the National Park Service team for helping to put on this beautiful production. Let's give a big hand to Neil Patrick Harris and this evening's performers for putting on a fantastic show. And I want to also thank all of you for joining us to celebrate this great American tradition. As has been mentioned, we've been lighting the national Christmas tree for 90 years now. In times of war and peace, triumph and tragedy, we've always come together to rejoice in the Christmas miracle. But our tree has been having a hard time recently. This is our third one in as many years. Our long-standing tree was lost in a storm, and then its replacement didn't take hold. It just goes to show nobody's job is safe here in Washington. But I feel good about this one. It was planted just days before Hurricane Sandy, and it made it through the storm in one piece. Now, we know that some of our neighbors to the north saw a more ruthless and destructive Sandy. And this holiday season is especially difficult for families who lost everything in the storm. But it's also a time for us to be grateful for the heroism and perseverance of ordinary men and women in the storm's path who've showed us that Americans will always be stronger than the challenges that we face. And as I did before Thanksgiving, I can't help but tell a story of their enduring holiday spirit. You know, this evening in Midland Beach, New York, on a street lined with houses and businesses devastated by the storm, a great big Christmas tree shines out of the darkness. Just a couple of weeks ago, as impacted families were still seeking some sense of getting back to normal, one local nursery donated the tree, another chipped in for the lights and a star, and 70-year-old Tom Killeen and his longtime buddies from the area planted it at the end of the street overlooking the town beach. As Tom says, the tree has one message. It's Christmas time, not disaster time. And Tom's right. For centuries, the message of Christmas, of peace and goodwill to all, has guided millions of people around the world through good times, but also through bad times. This year is no different. It's a chance for all of us to open our hearts to the least fortunate among us. It's a chance to remember what Christ taught us, that it is truly more blessed to give than to receive, and that the simplest gifts bring the greatest joy. And it's a chance to count our blessings and give thanks to those outstanding service members who bravely defend them. For Americans of all backgrounds and beliefs, may this holiday season remind us of the spirit of brotherhood and generosity that unites us as citizens. And may every tree from Midland Beach to this Ellipse and all across the country shine as a beacon of hope for all Americans. So on behalf of Michelle, Malia, Sasha, Grandma, and Bo, I'd like to wish each and every one of you a very Merry Christmas and a peaceful and joyful holiday season. God bless you and God bless America. Well, everybody, I just want to say, can we give a huge round of applause to these outstanding performers? To our outstanding choir. Neil, are we going out with a song?
Sure, let's sing one. You start it.
No. I just wasn't sure. I know this program's taped, so we can always edit this out. Was there something else that we were supposed to be singing? Santa Claus is coming to town. That's what I thought.
It's a dandy tune.
Let's hit it. Oh, here he is.
Hey, Santa!
Santa!
Oh, you better watch out. You better not cry. You better not shout. I'm telling you why. sleeping. He knows when you're awake.
Merry Christmas,
He
everybody.
knows if you've been bad or good.